think we're looking for Husky's hero. They've been playing Omni Knight a lot. You could go back to the Omni.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
But it doesn't seem... Okay, to go Chen. I actually like that way more.
Yeah, it's a bit better. You have a more early game aggression. The thing that I dislike about Omni Knight is just the fact that, he's not really able to run heroes down. You can't teleport in and turn a gank around on heroes.
10 seconds remain.
He just feels a little bit slow to me. Yes, Repel is a great
5
ability.
seconds remain.
Yes, he's a bit tankier than other heroes with Dispels, but
Yeah, I like this a lot better.
More aggressive.
Yeah, I to me the Omni didn't seem to fit right because it doesn't really seem to like hard counter anything on the side of Infamous, right? You're gonna like you could pop Guardian Angel for Focus Fire and that's about it. But the Chen's a lot better. I like this a lot more. It's gonna bring a lot of auras to the team, a lot of big healing as well in team fights. Yeah, this is good. I like this a lot. I'm really curious what they pair it with in the safe lane, though, because that means Sammy's going to need a fairly independent hero. And they go Chaos Knight. This hero's normally banned.
It is, yeah. It comes online a little bit slower. It hasn't seen a whole lot of success with Hector. They ended up losing a lot of Hector games recently, in fact. Chaos Knight hasn't been doing so hot. There's a couple counters to him, but, all the heroes that you've picked up right now are pretty good against him. He's got a lot of movement speed, so he's able to move out the blood right. Lina is going to have a little bit of trouble setting up the light trick rays on again because of that high movement speed. I think you need some more AoE clear, though. I don't think that blood right or what Lina spells are going to bring to the table, especially if he's playing pause 4, are going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to ban the Sven, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be Sven. The Kunkka ban makes a lot of sense to me. They have another pick themselves. We actually did see... God, what was it? What team ran Pause 3 Chaos Knight yesterday?
Teams have been running Pause 3 Chaos Knight. I've seen that a few times. It's one of those heroes that just kind of goes in any of the 3 lanes, I think, as long as it's not a bad lane for him. I don't think it really matters, right? He doesn't... you build the same items on him almost no matter what. So to me, as long as it's a decent Chaos Knight lane, I've been seeing a lot of the times the Chaos Knight, they just throw it in whatever lane they want. Mid or off or safe.
That was a Spirits game against Quincy Crew. It went incredibly badly for them. I
mean, you can say that about almost anyone playing against Quincy Crew.
Yeah, but they played it with a Faceless Void.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
so there's just
rough.
anti-synergy.
It is radiant.
Yeah, so they're like Sven.
Yeah, it's definitely the best pick here. I think for Zoomers, it would make the most sense. So I really do enjoy that ban. Very smart. The Zoomers here, I'm assuming they're expecting this to be Pepita Prophet. No, they're thinking it's KXY mid lane on the Prophet. Okay, or Windrunner, I guess.
Yeah. You can play Nature's Prophet just about anywhere right now. So they get rid of the axe. I think that's something they're more afraid of than anything else. And be able to jump on, get those Berserker calls off. Tons of tanky heroes running at them.
Could you? I mean, I think you could still run the Terrorblade here, but he's in a lot of danger from Undying.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't grab a Terrorblade here. I think you'd get blown up.
There's the PA.
So it is going to be a Pause 3 Chaos Knight then.
Okay. So now you just need to pick something that like can trade in zone the Chaos Knight in lane. Who am I missing? Who am I not thinking of? You have Lina, Bloodseeker, Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, Spectre's obviously banned. Head scratches, indeed. The Zoomers. I got 20 seconds. I can't see the whole hero pick list. Yeah, they go with the Terrorblade. It is the better core matchup against PA, and he doesn't actually struggle that much in lane to Chaos Knight. My biggest worry is the Undying, though.
Yeah, I think it's kind of unlaneable against the Undying, and Husky here on the Chen. It's going to depend on what creeps he's able to get at the very start of the game.
Yeah.
Without that, I'm not sure they can win.
Yeah, it's a lot going to be on Husky's shoulders here to really secure his lane. I think once Terrorblade comes online, though, this is a pretty dang good Terrorblade game. And I actually will go on record saying this is a good Ags Terrorblade game, and we might see that come out. I know Sammy Boy likes to pick it up occasionally. But there are certain games when I could see that being pretty dang strong here. Like if Chaos Knight or PA want to go in aggressive and you just pop that AoE fear, I don't know what the rest of that team does. I think they're actually in so much trouble.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you here. I'm not crazy about that Terrorblade last pick. I'm not sure what else they could have grabbed though. Like you were saying, a lot of the heroes were banned out. Sven would have been an excellent pick to round the game out. Maybe like Brewmaster or something. I don't know.
A core safe? You mean like run Bloodseeker safe and pick Brewmaster for the offlane?
Yeah, or vice versa. But that would be probably a little bit too wild.
Yeah, I think Brew is pretty strong. My friend and I have been experimenting a lot with it and had pretty decent success. But there's no more experimenting in Dota, as it's only Dire Tide going forward.
You have Dispel Magic on the Air Panda, right? And that does 800 damage to summoned units and illusions.
Yeah.
So it instantly kills Chaos Knight Phantasm for a very long time.
Do the Phantasm illusions get treated the same way?
Yes.
Because they don't... Okay. I couldn't remember if they did or not.
What's the percentage? They take like 325%, right?
They deal 100% damage, take like 200 to 2... Yeah, I think 225 is right.
That was a bit more than that now, because they decrease the cooldown and whatnot. Let me double check. I can open up the hero menu since I'm not casting. You know, this is one of the benefits of being the analyst.
Oh gosh, I have my
325. I was correct. 325. So you take like 2,700 or something. Quick maths estimating.
Nice.
2,700 damage.
Oh wow, the damage taken does not scale down. Didn't it used to?
It did, yeah, but they increased or decreased the cooldown of it.
They decreased the cooldown and made it do 100% damage at all levels now.
Yep.
Okay, so that's interesting. No blood for you. So we'll see how this offlane Chaos Knight does against the Terrorblade. He'll definitely just pop meta level 1 and try and zone them out, but you're dealing with a 70 damage Chaos Knight with 7 armor. And they're definitely just going to keep Excel here, if I had to guess, right? They'll put Michael in the safe lane on the Windrunner? Or do you think they send Excel top?
God. Excellent question. I think they'll just follow him around wherever the Terrorblade goes. Because your number one thing is shutting down Sammy Boy's game. I think you have a decent, aggressive lineup, and you're going to end up outscaling the enemy as well if the Terrorblade can't just pop off and start 1v5ing. Because, Phantom Assassin is going to do excellent damage. Chaos Knight is going to do quite a bit as well. And I do like KX while playing the mid nature's prop.
Yeah, I would say I really do like the mid NP here.
If it was another mid laner, he'd be farming a lot, right? And
yeah.
Chaos Knight.
Did you see Invoker deny his ward in the mid lane? They got planted right here, and he just killed it. There was a Radiant ward there, and he just killed his ward.
Did the enemy...
I'm assuming they saw it, but I didn't. By the time I got there, it was too late. He was just like standing there clicking his own ward, and I couldn't figure out exactly why. I didn't see an enemy hero nearby, but I guess he's assuming someone saw the ward placed, or that. Well, I guess he's against NP, so he could just scout next to the tower, is what it is. That's why he just sends the tree in and scouts next to the tower, and then he's like, "Oh, free ward." So that makes a lot of sense, actually. That's why I denied it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to where the treants were going at the very start. Otherwise, I think he would have held the ward for a little while to have vision. But as you said, you can walk up that hill with the treants and scout the ward out. Probably not going to see too much. Actually, I was going to say we're not going to see too much action here, but we have Exhort Invoker on Gunner this game.
Yeah, I was going to say I noticed that as well.
Not bad, you love to see it. It's been nothing but Quasweck, so Sunstrike's, our observer Jerry's going to be in for his money today.
Dude, I heard Jerry got a good night's sleep last night. Can you believe it?
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't stay out drinking all night. The guy's a madman.
Given his history.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, right? The guy's crazy. Husky bottom lane is just bullying Michael on this Windrunner. He just stole their ranged creep, and he's just been running it at him the whole time. The classic Chen play. Just shove the lane, they'll start pulling hard. Yeah, he's gonna... Is that warded? It is warded here, but it's not blocked. Chen, you're a courier? Michael not going to go for it.
No, it's difficult, you know, walking through this additional range.
Nice run by Michael. He was just he literally sat there on the high ground waiting so that he could get the small camp block. And here comes meta on Terrorblade, and this makes a lot of sense. They aren't able to get a pull off, so he wants to get as many tower denies under the tower here as possible. The Windrunner not gonna be able to like really contest because of what Husky's done, so he's just gonna try and CS under the tower, get as many denies as possible, and then they'll try and reset the lane after that.
The timely crit there by Pepita.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Top lane. Let's see how this is going. You know, it's pretty even, actually. I'm surprised.
It is, yeah. Pox says it looks like he's worried about getting too close to the lane because, as you were saying, you know, you get hit by that the electric ray, it's going to guarantee a blood rate unless you manage to blink strike away. But that one is pretty hard, and you're using a lot of mana, just constantly using that. Unfortunately,
he did go Blink Strike 1. I did notice that because they did set up an LSA and a Blood Right, and he leveled Blink Strike to dodge it. So he didn't have the dagger at level 1, which is pretty good farming utility there. So it is rough for sure not having that. Excel gets caught though. Well, he's doing fine. He's just taking a lot of harassment. If they actually hit an LSA, he could go down. Another Blood Right is available, but zoning out the Undying. Pretty strong. Yeah.
He's got 10 stick charges as well. You know, given what's happening up here, you know, you're not winning the lane with the Undying down. I'm surprised that the Undying hasn't just rotated bottom, and you know, Michael's trade right clicks with Alina. She'd have a little bit of an easier time doing it.
Yeah, he's still level 1 on the Windrunner, which is given Chaos Knight like well over level 4 now, so he's winning the experience in the bottom lane. But Sammy's 20-2. Like he hasn't had an issue farming at all this game.
An article of faith.
No, and I don't think he's going to. Chen is doing a pretty good job at zoning. He stepped out of the lane for a moment there just to secure the rune, make it so Gunnar can grab that. Extra trance, not the biggest deal in the world with the arcane rune, but you still don't want to be giving those up.
This is a great deny pull on the top lane here by the Undying. This is something a lot of 5 positions need to... Ooh, he still manages to like kind of pull the lane here. Excel's gonna hit by this Blood Right. Ooh, barely walks on out, so he will survive for the time being, but the right clicks, they're coming in. Monkeys Forever trying to get that first blood, but doesn't want to dive that tower. Rightfully so, right? Undying's not a hero you chase under the tower.
Yep. It feels a little bit silly. Excel is using all of his money on buying more regen.
Ooh, they caught him again. He can sidestep it, though. A little bit of an awkward placement there. Soul Rip's coming out. He's only got 190 HP, but instead will Soul Rip himself. Just gonna walk over and take the runes. Oh my gosh, Excel actually playing this lane. Pretty darn good for now, but this Blood Right should be the thing that finally finishes him off. First blood goes to Monkeys Forever on this offlane Bloodseeker. And great TP in from KXY as he takes the bounty rune. Wait, he has no TP back to lane. He literally has to walk. Was that worth it?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's worth it.
That was with your 5 minutes as well. That was your catapult wave. You could have tried to shove that one in against an Exhort Invoker.
Ooh, bottom lane. That Wrath of Nature slapped Terrorblade pretty hard and almost goes down, but Pen might be the one that pays for his sins. That that meta will finally expire. Sunstrike on the mark leaves him at 20 HP on the Windrunner.
It was just, you know, focusing on this KXY misplay, though. To see the Nature's Prophet not trying to take that push at 5 minutes, it feels super weird, limiting what he can do by quite a bit.
It gave Gunnar a decent amount of space to recover, too, because KXY is definitely winning the lane. Like, it is a good lane for the Nature's Prophet. You just have way more damage over the Invoker. As we can see just from the last set, so he's 28-9, but he has 18 denies on this Nature's Prophet.
Trance make this way easier.
Yeah.
He's jungling up now at pre-7 minutes, and that one also feels kind of weird. I think he's just worried about not being able to contest or harass Gunnar when the waves met over here and Gunnar sitting up on the high ground.
LSA managed to catch the PA top. She doesn't have a Blink Strike target. Gonna take a lot of damage, has 16 wand charges though, so absolutely gonna be fine. But this is what you want to do on Bloodseeker. Just try and get these heroes low. Build up those thirst stacks so that you can make a play shortly after. The question is, do you go for the PA here or do you go for the Undying? And I think they know the Undying is definitely killable. Caught by another LSA again. Bloodright's gonna pop. Tries to go for the TP. He doesn't have it. The damage is there. Ocean picking up the second kill in this top lane. Bottom lane, fantastic rotation from KXY. You talked about the catapult lanes, right? The catapult waves. He made that rotation and got it. Ooh, monkeys. He's really fast though. Tornado and EMP coming on by. PA, you gotta be careful. That's gonna connect. We'll try and blink strike away, but trying to get in range on the Lina. Doesn't want to get too far into the tower thanks to the Chaos Knight.
Got a little bit too close there, so not able to land that light strike array on the Lina, unfortunately. They tried to keep this lane shoved in as much as they could here at top, you know, get that top tier 1 and respond to the bottom, but you don't have the same pushing power with Bloodseeker that you do Nature's Prophet.
Oh, they added a new effect when you pick up jungle items.
Really?
Yeah, another little thing. As soon as you pick it up, it hovers the treasure chest over your head and it like zooms down into the hero. So I just caught it as Nature's, because he got, of course, the best one, the Arcane Ring. But look, as soon as he picks it up here, see? It adds it on top of the hero for a moment. Very cool. Thank you, Valve. All these little... See, these are the things that that separate Dota 2 from like all these, what I would say, other inferior MOBAs. Top lane Chaos Knight's going in super ham, gets no mana, has no mana left. Invoker was just waiting for him, taking one more auto attack, down to 50 HP. Monkeys Forever is a zoomer. Those boomer hands getting put to good use, gets that level 6 now, Rupture online, and Sammy Boy's rotation, I think, means that this should be a tower. Oh, they get a courier, Michael, caught by an LSA as well, but pops that wind run to get underneath the tower. Power shot through the trees. He should be fine, but you're losing your mid tower. KXY has been making some great rotations.
Yeah, and they do end up getting the tower. They don't really have clear once the enemies are set up on top of the tower here. They're great at defending the wave before it gets pushed in and split pushing, but unfortunately, oh no, over here in the mid.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. He's just gonna go for that tombstone now. No way to reheal that. Gunner, however, he is super dead. Power shot to finish him off. That tower also gonna go down as well. So 1 for 1. You get the Invoker. Super worth it, right?
Yeah. If you can shut his game down, you know, you can just start running at the enemies nonstop. Sammy Boy, he's gonna have to split push and whatnot. I mean, Terrorblade's a decent hero to do it with. You have tons of movement speed. You can send your images out to safely shove out the lanes. But I'm not sure he's going to be online fast enough here. Like we were saying, they're going to struggle to deal with all of these Chaos Knight illusions. They're going to struggle to man fight against the PA without items. You know, that 50% evasion she has makes her very difficult to bring down when you're playing Terrorblade. Over here, Pepita, they're farming up the enemy jungle right now.
Ooh, they're smoking right for the Chaos Knight. Tornado, EMP, easy setup into the LSA. They have Laguna as well. I don't think they're going to use it though, right? They're just going to let the Bloodright finish him off. That's the reveal of the... I guess he's had Veil for a little while, but you have so much magic damage.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, how much does... You end up doing, 353 pure damage to the Bloodright? I was curious what the exact number with it was.
Oh, you pulled the death recap value?
Yeah. I pulled the death recap all the time since I started casting.
Yeah, I would do it more, but people, it looks weird on my, like, as the observer, right? I mean, as Jerry as the observer. No.
Rookie mistake.
No, I fell into my own trap.
One of the classic blunders.
Nice fortification. They're going to try and keep this mid tower alive as long as possible, as it is a great defensive point here for Infamous. Chaos bolting the Alacrity siege creep. Nicely done.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, Infamous, they definitely want to choke away as much of this map as possible from Sammy Boy, right? We talked about as he gets later into the game, his hero becomes pretty darn strong. But right now, it is pretty weak against the lineup of Infamous. Wrath of Nature, Undying, all that stuff. Very, very, very strong against his hero.
There's a couple things he needs to be able to buy before he can fight them, for sure. The enemy team, they have to take these tower pushes in an interesting way. Like I was talking about, they don't have the most wave clear on their side. They've got power shot, and that's about it. Otherwise, they have to use Nature's Prophet and I guess Chaos Knight to split push and shut out the waves that way. Once they're set up on top of you, you're just dead.
Gunnar just harassing with this EMP, stealing people's mana.
Just doing annoying invoker things.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to go exhort at first this game, and then he realized, all right, I don't really have the stuns to fall back on. I'm not going to be able to get off these stun strikes like I want. I am probably just going to have to go EMP and slow down their game and make it so my Terrorblade does have time to come online.
Yeah. So PA is about 1,400 away from that Battle Fury. Or I guess 1,200 away now. She's getting pretty far up there. Got her get in the mid lane, just burning Pepita's mana. If you think about it, how many stuns does Infamous have?
2?
Yeah, and what's the mana pool on Chaos Knight?
2.
Yeah, right? So, Gunnar's actually playing this really smart, because all he has to do is just EMP this CK, and he's not under threat at all, right? Like, he can play very aggressive here. They don't have any way of getting on top of him if the CK has no mana.
Yeah.
I really like this decision here. Sammy Boy is going to find Excel in the jungle, drops a high ground tombstone, but that's going to go down very fast, as well as the Undying. On the backside, Chen silenced up by that or by someone. I don't know who has the Orchid. I guess the Nature's Prophet. Michael goes down as well. Double kill for Sammy Boy. Now Pepita on the run. Gunnar has an Ice Wall, probably waiting for that Cold Snap in 1 second. Does he have it on cooldown? Who knows, but he's going to try and TP out. There's no way that works. Triple kill for Sammy Boy Terrorblade, and now they just go right onto the tier 1 tower mid.
This is the issue I was talking about. Once they're on top of you on 4Zoomers, you're just dead. You have no way to disengage. You don't have that many stuns like you were talking about. It feels like a disaster. PA, suddenly she wants a little bit of farm, so she's gone for this Battlefield build instead of just straight Deso or something like that. I think I would have preferred to see that this game and them just playing a little bit faster.
Just like a Deso into BKB.
Yeah. Instead, they're waiting for Sammy Boy to come online. He's going to have his Manta style pretty quickly here. He's going to grab a MKB, probably a second or third item after that. I'm not sure if he wants to get a Eye of Scotty first. We'll see.
I think Scotty's super value this game. So we'll see. But yeah, MKB, I think, is going to be his second item after the Manta, right? That would make the most sense. Or BKB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then MKB. Either or, it is a very good MKB game.
Yep. A lot of bars.
Yeah, all the bars, man. If there's anything I know about Sammy, this man, he can drop bars like no one else. I don't know if you've ever heard him beatbox and then freestyle. Dude, this guy. Next time we ever interview him, because I've been told by so many sources, the best of sources, some would say, that this guy drops bars.
Yeah. If you watch Smash Bros as an esport and whatnot, everyone's everyone thinks they're thugs or something like that. They start doing rapping and
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, smoke onto the high ground. Husky, they get vision. They're just running away. Let's just go this way. Tornado off the mark. EMP won't catch anyone, but Cold Snap gonna try and slow this down. Gunner's got to be careful here. He can't afford to get pulled back in. They do have the heal, but he gets silenced on Chen. Nice. Laguna Blade is just gonna finish off that Chaos Knight as well. Oh my gosh. All right, it was a bait all along. Gunner knew how strong he was. I thought, I thought he had the mech. It was actually being delivered at the time for Husky, so he didn't even have the mech. Hand of God was on cooldown. Gunner just didn't care. He's like, yeah, whatever. My team's here. We're super strong. It just wasn't even close.
God, look at all these buffs on the Sammy Boy. The alacrity there as well. He's just ripping through Roshan.
We were saying, when Sammy Boy comes online, he's online, man. It's 16 and a half minutes. He's apparently online.
He gets the illusion rune as well, but just given how it functions now, he doesn't get them to be metamorphosis. He's just gonna run them through the lane, cut this wave. But I think they've now realized that, okay, once they're on top of our towers, we just lose them unless we spam out the wave. So Michael getting in position to split push already.
Samboy's gonna walk into Pepita here. He's gonna take a decent chunk of damage, but he has Sunder and his ult. He's just setting up a great rotation. Monkey's forever. Yules into the Blood Right. They have a long range LSA thanks to that first item, Aether Lens, and a Keen Optic. That's like the dream for a 4-position Lina right there.
Yep.
It all makes sense, you know. They have all the disable on the side of 4Zoomers. Infamous. You got what? Furion Orchid and like a shackle into a bunch of illusions. Michael's gonna get found here as well. Yules into another Blood Right. The LSA comes in from downtown. Another kill for Bloodseeker.
Just like that, you know, they now control your jungle. I feel like it was only 5 minutes ago where it was PA farming out the Radiant jungle now, and already there's nothing that they can do. I think that's
They're going for a bottom.
In the mid lane. They got all of this off of that.
Can Gunner get in range? Oh, another Yule setup. This time on Excel. He's dead. Husky picks it up with the zoo there. They actually find. Ooh, they didn't get the ward on the high ground. I thought that was their own sentry. Apparently we have mod only chat enabled right now. Did you see that, Neph?
Yeah, we do. Everyone else is dire tide right now.
Everyone in Dota is on dire tide, dude. You know what we're doing? We're casting some of the greatest Dota in the world, though.
The mods are only here because they're being paid, and even then, you know, they're actually just on dire tide, making it look like they're working.
They're in queue right now, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, summit stuff. Hey boss, LB, how you doing?
Dude, KXY's got to be really careful in the mid lane, man. If they get whiff of this hero back here, they don't have vision quite yet since it is daytime. But if they happen to see him, he's an easy kill for the Zoomers. He's like 1400 health tree, you know? What is he? Gas Knight's just popping drums to farm Ancients, I guess? I don't... Yeah, oh, he popped drums to stack them for his PA. Wow. Pepita, the actual support here.
That is pretty wild when you did that. That is, you've got 2 drum charges left, but I feel like your backs are against the wall and you're trying to get every little thing out of the game you can right now. Oh, you were so close to the BKB, that was why. Oh, sorry, Desolator.
Yeah, he's got it now. He's been getting closer and closer. And to me, Deso isn't like the solve all their problems thing. They still don't have a way of dealing with this Terrorblade in these fights, right? He has the Chen, multiple heals. The only thing PA can do is try and blow up that Chen or the Lina before Terrorblade kills your whole team, I guess. But you're dealing with an Alpha Wolf, the Alacrity Terrorblade, who hits for 400 damage. Oh no.
Yeah. He's the Hellbear Smasher following him around as well.
Ooh, Couriers. It is going to scalp Pepita here, so your Courier's dead. That's the 4-stat, but now Gunner, he's going to punish this. He's like, you killed my chicken, I kill you.
You take my chicken, I take your life.
Yeah.
But he's doing all he can. It's way safer to farm the enemy triangle and the enemy jungle than it is your own area right now, because they're happy to play on your side of the map on 4Zoomers right now.
Bottom lane, Monkeys is... Ooh, I don't know if he wanted to go for the Windrunner or not. It looked like he kind of got auto-pathed in a weird direction. But...
tower is under attack.
Might not even be worth the rupture.
Well, it's like you just use Blood Right, Michael, right? It's gonna be like a third of his health. Or like a quarter of his health at this point. Okay, so he's just deep pushing the wave, gets recalled back mid by the Husky. I love this. They're just ready to go, man. They want to push. When's next Roche? 3 minutes? So they got Aegis for 20 more seconds.
Yeah, they're not going to get a use out of this, unfortunately. Metamorphosis is still in cooldown as well. You know, your timing looked good. You had the double damage room, but without the Metamorphosis, you're still hesitant to fight with the enemy team.
Look what Terrorblade finished. Oh, Yules into that Blood Right. KXY has to just BKB. That 10-second BKB is not put to great use right now. He's going to go top and farm. They can honestly TP in. That's exactly what they're doing. I was like, why don't they just chase this? Invoker's up here. He's going to go after KXY on this Nature's Prophet. He has no BKB. He doesn't... Oh, he sees the Invoker now. He's got to be careful. Hold snap. Oh, he barely makes it out.
This tornado was still on cooldown, unfortunately. And they smoke up on the side of Infamous. And,
I like this.
Is there.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Really?
This is not going to go well for them.
I mean, they might find Ocean.
He's got 4 staff.
Well, he's still definitely dead, but you know, it's better than honestly, it is a good kill. They need something. 400 gold going the way of Puck is. Sammy Boy is just going in, dude. This MKB just shredding him.
That's not a ward, Sammy Boy. You don't get that bonus attack.
Yeah, you don't get that bonus attack range. Gunner will be able to finish it off eventually here. Oh my god, the high ground misses. You've got to be kidding me. The courier, he's scouting it with the courier. There it is. Dude, Gunner just lost so much health to that. Oh man. Dude, he missed like 4 times uphill.
Yeah.
All right, they smoke up on Zoomers now. I mean, they just want to fight with Terrorblade. He got the MKB. He's going for Eye of Scotty next. Chaos Knight just drops his Phantasm, and he's going to get scouted. He actually blinks right on top of Gunner, who just puts him in an Ice Wall and a Cold Snap, and now you're just dead. Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Peter, he's only dead for 30 seconds. You know, that's one saving grace of being so far behind, is you're going to be back up to take another fight pretty quickly here.
Yeah. So Monkey's Forever did itemize for a Skull Basher and just forced Flesh Golem out of Undying. That's a 2-minute cooldown. That's pretty big.
I guess they're not even going to wait for the next rush round. They're not going to wait for the Scotty on the Terrorblade. And they say, you know what?
He's got meta for why not, you know? Alacrity. This guy hits. Oh, it's a lot of damage actually from that PA dagger.
Got sustain though.
Yeah, he does. They need to be very careful here. I think he's just gonna sunder. I feel like he's just gonna sunder a boy, or I guess in this case they just get a free kill onto this Chaos Knight instead. So why not? That works out.
Sunder your chin.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like sunder someone with tranquils, right? So they actually just go ahead and sunder that Lina there. Michael blinks in really aggressively. No mana left on him now. He did tank an EMP earlier. He's gonna have to go all the way back. So we're continuing to just chip down this Rax. There is going to be a good stalling tactics here using those sprouts. LSA to clear out those trees. Sammy Boy just constantly being blood raged. The Alacrity gets caught by another shackle. Does need to be careful. Guardian Greaves come out, sitting up on that high ground still. He's just going to send the illusion and back off, it looks like. No more meta means your timing window is expired, right? You just need to get out at this point. Maybe you can bait Infamous into taking a bad fight. You do have Yule's Bloodright setups. They're going to be able to catch the Undying on the backside. Another EMP. That's going to be amped again by the Chen. He's just dead. Monkey's Forever swoops on in and finishes off that kill.
And the earns heal up Sammy Boy. You have buyback available on the Undying though. We will be able to get back into this fight if they choose to take it here.
Yule's Bloodright. They found Michael. He gets ruptured as well, going for that TP. The question is, can they cancel it? Doesn't look like it. They buy back the Undying. Sammy Boy's just like trying to chip the Rax, but he does have backdoor protection for right now. It is about to expire. Excel trying to dodge these EMPs being thrown constantly. It's time for them to disengage, it looks like. 25 minutes is in. Monkey's Forever is going to go for the runes. He's going to actually walk. See that it's missing. Nature's Prophet, the first one here to take it, but they might collide here in just a moment. He will now. Monkey's Forever, he's got a Basher. I don't know. You can't just TP out here on the Nature's Prophet. Sunstrike there. Yeah. Hawkins is coming, or Pepita is coming over. Rather, the Alacrity healed up by Chen. He does have a defensive Yules to keep himself alive, but in a lot of trouble. Then comes the Dagger. PA gets that crit. Nicely done. And Michael working on Ocean on the backside. In comes Sammy Boy, though. You gotta be careful. This guy does a lot of damage. Husky's dead as well. Sammy Boy surrounded by the entire side of Infamous and EMP. Gonna burn a lot of mana here. Michael, nothing left. Just gonna tick out to those cold snaps and that damage. Now Pockets goes on. You can't fight that Terrorblade, sir. You gotta pack out, but a nice stun comes in from Pepita to finish him off. Pakas baits him with that BKB. He's gonna make it up onto the high ground. He's fine. You know who's not fine? KXY's Nature's Prophet, the hero that they were trying to bring down in the first place, as he gets surrounded by those buybacks, those TP back in from Zoomers, thanks to that outpost location. Ends up being a pretty good fight for Infamous, right? Double buyback, 4 for 2. That's great.
It was unfortunately, you know, I think PA got a crit towards the end there on the Terrorblade. It did do a bunch of damage, and you were so close to your Scotty at the start of that fight. I feel as if you had it, you know, you just would have had too much HP. You would have taken down anyone. You would have gotten your Sunder off, and
Ooh,
been able to hold it
Gunner.
for a lot longer.
He has a force, but he's just permanently stunned down. There's no way out of that one. Full duration shackle into 3-second Chaos Knight. Zoomer's got to be patient here, right? I mean, they just have to get next Roshan, I think, and the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, they could have went and grabbed it earlier, but unfortunately, they got baited into this very awkward fight when they were going on near his profit.
Yeah, I think you could try to just let monkeys die and call it good, because Infamous did a really good job at, you know, wrapping around the backside and jumping up on top of like 3 additional heroes. Sammy Boy just kind of left to himself. Did do a lot of damage, but he had no meta. As you said, he didn't have the Scotty either. If he had meta or Scotty, I think that fight is a massive win for Zoomers. He just shreds through those heroes, no problem.
But Infamous, you know, recognizing they're not going to be able to get that, recognizing that Metamorphosis is on down, doing an excellent job of stalling at their racks the last time, you know. Faker just throwing out these sprouts. He's doing so much work this game.
Yeah, they're smoked right into the Roche pit. They're going to go to the Dire. They don't have vision. Sammy Boy just scouting with his Terrorblade Illusion. And this thing's going to die so fast thanks to Sammy Boy's damage. The Blood Rage Amp, he's even got that Solar Crest, the Alacrity. That thing's dead. Aegis, Cheese on the ground. I'm assuming he holds Cheese as a 3rd life because he's the one going to be hitting the barracks, right? Tornado comes through, finds the Undying. A nice shackle, finds Bloodseeker on the backside. Chen's got to heal him up, but he gets forced even further away. 50 seconds on the side, but he did manage to get the die back there on the Undying. He will buy back on the Bloodseeker. Sammy Boy is out for blood. Pepita pops that Phantasm, but my god, that Chaos Knight has no survivability against this lad. Monkey's forever. He's searching, but it doesn't look like he's going to find anyone. Mid lane, they're just going to go ahead and try and push this wave. Nice cut here from Infamous with these Treants. Monkeys knows that there's a Wind Ranger here somewhere, but he's not going to chase. They just need to get the creep wave into that tier 3.
Oh.
Michael almost regretted that one big time. You saw that, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. This is actually just such bullshit what just happened. Sammy Boy, he cleared out multiple camps, including the Ancients, didn't get any tier 3 items on his way to the enemy base. I think the Nature's Prophet killed 1 camp and gets a repair kit. Exactly what they need on Infamous right now.
Of course, of course. Balance in all things, right? But the repair kit, not going to save your melee barracks. They're just going to disengage. They're like, yeah, you know, that's really the only objective we want. We can try looking at pushing in top and bottom, but because of Nature's Prophet, both those lanes already pushed in very far.
Yeah.
So you need to start cutting top. Sammy Boy's going to go all the way to base just to pick up an item, get recalled, it looks like. Yep, gets a Basher. There you go. Spooter legs and a Titan Sliver. Okay, well now you're really happy on the Terrorblade.
Yeah, you are. It's taking you so long on Infamous to figure out exactly how you need to be playing this, though. I think, you know, only in the last couple of minutes they realized, all right, we take these very scrappy pushes, we split the map, we don't let the enemies get on top of our racks or our towers, because once they're on there, it's super hard for us to defend.
I was looking at the Invoker Cold Snap cooldown because he has Quickening Charm and the cooldown talent. I feel like that thing is always up. Sammy Boy gets a nice refraction onto Excel. He's going to go ahead and try and get on out of here, but TP immediately canceled from Gunner. A couple auto attacks from Sammy. He gets himself a kill. And speaking of getting a kill, Monkeys Forever gets shackled up by the Wind Ranger and blown apart by that Phantom Assassin. The question is, can they get out now, right? That is... Ooh, Tornado. Oh, it caught Michael. Oh my gosh. I don't know if he did try to TP there, so Michael's stuck. He actually can't get back to base. So he's gonna have to cut waves.
He's got no town portal scroll now. Yeah, I think his better option is just sneaking the trees and trying to cut waves right now.
Yeah.
I think he's got TPs coming out to him.
I think he tried using it though, didn't he? Oh, he didn't.
Oh no,
okay.
he didn't. Didn't even have teleports before. Rookie mistake there. We were so sure this guy had a teleported, and you know when he didn't in his backpack, we thought he used it. That's why.
You know, it was all planned because what if he had actually tried to TP there and it completely backfired?
Yeah, it is true.
The Radiant, I feel the Zoomers, I feel like just need to push this top lane in and go base, right? Like they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese. I don't think you care about bottom lane right now. I think getting a second lane of barracks opens up your abilities to just end game at tier 4s, right?
Yeah.
Looks like that's finally what they're doing. They're moving top. Sammy Boy's in the base, pops the meta. Infamous, they got a lot of stuff they got to accomplish here to defend this. And Sammy Boy, nice Manta dodge, just doing so much work with that Alacrity. Again, the Sprout's going to be able to keep this barracks alive for a little bit, but they're getting vision with Sunstrike and LSA. That melee barracks, it's dead. Backside, Michael's gone in really far. Sammy Boy, just a couple of auto attacks, all that's necessary to bring him down. Tombstone as well will get dropped. There's a nice refraction. They blink in on Pepita, the Hand of God. Keeping him alive for the time being, but that's just the Aegis. Chaos Knight now has to run for his life. You got that second reincarnation coming in. Paka's bashed up by Monkeys Forever. He Phantom Strike, but Pepita blinked right on top of him. He didn't go anywhere. Bloodright is out. He goes down. Oh no, a miscommunication from Infamous. It's a 5-man wipe. Zoomers gonna be able to take game number 1 here, as it looks like Infamous should call GG any moment here.
They're not calling. There it is. All right. GG is called.
Did you see that? The blink strike?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I was looking at the back line there.
So he turned around on PA to blink strike out, but the same exact moment, Chaos Knight blinked in to try and save him with a Chaos Knight. So he blinked like 1 inch. He didn't move at all.
Oh no.
Well, game 1 goes super. Honestly, this was super convincing from beginning to end. Oh, the end game stream Poggies. It looks so good. This is all I want to play. It looks so good. Yeah, Sammy Boy 11-1-9. What are your thoughts on this game, Neph? Here, this game looked pretty convincing.
This game, it was the Sammy Boy show. We thought they'd be able to take it eventually in 4Zoomers, depending on how late they're able to get it. Ultra late game, I do think that you had an advantage on Infamous, but Sammy Boy ended up coming online so quickly, and I think a lot of that was due to him getting that triple kill in the mid lane. You aren't able to defend your towers by sitting on top of them that game. You don't really have a tanky frontliner there. Oh god, I have my friends menu. There we go. You don't have a tanky frontliner to sit in front of your towers and defend it for you. You don't have a lot of stuns. Once the enemies are there, I think you just have to gear up those positions. It's all about split pushing. So that one mistake that they, I guess, misread what they were able to do on Infamous cost them that entire game.
Yeah, I mean that was solid through and through. I'm very happy with Zoomer's performance there. Obviously they are as well. But that just means there's time for Infamous to try and have a better game number 2, which we'll be back with in just a few minutes, everyone. So stay tuned. This is the very first series of the day. Buckle up if you haven't already. The Monster Energy Dota Summit 13 will be back after a short break. We'll see y'all in just a little bit.